Hello, my name is Roger, and it's a delight for me to be talking to you in these early days of spring. And whenever I think of spring, I actually think of a spring, something, a coil of metal pressed down and then able to spring to life. And I kind of think spring is a time of springing to life. It always amuses me to see the ways in which we try to cover nature. And walking around the streets of Addiscombe, I see some beautiful laid patios, some wonderful drives in front of people's houses sometimes, and some pathways, newly laid paths up to the front door, and wonderfully, beautifully designed and crafted and placed and built patterns of great beauty, laying a kind of a foundation for people to walk on or to drive over. And what really amuses me, though don't tell the owners of any of these paths or drives that I said this, what really amuses me is the power of nature to spring up below them. And it might not be the first year, but a few years later, or a little while later, you start to see the weeds springing up in the cracks in the path, or where the little joints are between the stones and the bricks. Nature seems to have a power to break through and to break up whatever we've laid down. And I love that, the sheer power of nature in springtime, particularly with the new buds and everything, to kind of really to show the abundance of God's garden and the power of the growth of nature at this time of year. It's a power. Somebody once wrote that every leaf on every tree, every blade of grass proclaims resurrection and new life. So maybe we should celebrate these leaves and branches and things breaking through our attempts to sort of squash them down. And for me it says something too about the love of God, breaking through or breathing through all the hard places, the things that press us down and weigh us down. There is a power of God's love to break through those places and into those places with new life that's totally unexpected. Which reminds me of a verse of a well-known hymn: breathe through the heats of our desire, thy coolness and thy balm. Let sense be dumb, let flesh retire, speak through the earthquake, wind and fire, O still small voice of calm.